Sean, this video is for you. I don't elevate myself to any kind of a content creator. I don't have the talent for it. I notice things. Feminism has ruined relationships in America. I think movies have played a big part in that. So I want to play this clip. And I'm not monetized, so I just say whatever the fuck I want to say. And listen, I'm not going to cite any studies. I haven't done any research. I'm going to use my anecdotal evidence and my 53 years of being on this planet. I don't know everything. I know very little, in fact. However, I've noticed that the experiences in my life have matched up with a lot of truths out there that in general society will just deny. So look at this movie clip. I want you to see how we normalize violence from women.
Keep staring at my ass and I'll rip your throats out.
Good to know.
If anyone in this barrack touches me, I'll kill them. Got it?
No, actually. But if you want to play some strip poker later.
Oh, shit. And no demeaning, sexist remarks. She's cool.
Now see, if that was a woman being hit by a man, everyone would be up in arms. Nobody cared. But women have been given the green light through movies and television shows. Sexually degrading remark to you, it's okay to hit him in the throat. It's okay to attack him. Hit him in the balls. Hit him in the throat. And then you see the little girl at the end. She's cool. That's really cool to assault somebody because they said something to you. See, when I was growing up in the 70s, I remember being with my mom and saw a billboard with a woman with a black eye. And it was like domestic violence. Oh, we need all these shelters and all these. And so the story I grew up that was in my head was that in the past, this is what feminists will say, in the past, women have been battered at home. The police come out. It's a good old boy system. They don't take the men to jail. The woman has a black eye. The next day she's got to go with glasses on. And these men are just beat. Listen, I'm wearing my wife beater shirt too. But they're showing, they have portrayed men as these wife beating mashers who just come home and smack. I've never met this guy. Where is this guy that is always, it's always some boogeyman. Over here, over there. But I have never in my life met an abuse. In fact, I saw my stepdad get abused by my mom. I was abused by my mom. And I'm going to include a clip. The point of this is watch how in this video that's coming up, the man has been abused by his wife. And even in that abuse, he is in the role that I've always been taught that women were in. That women will get abused and then they'll make excuses for the man and all blah, 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 blah. When have women ever done that? I'm not saying every case, but where are these boogeymen? No, I think this is the upside down society that we live in. And I think it's women that are the abusers more so than men. I just don't see it. Maybe because I don't run in those circles, but we men will protect women with everything we have. We'll die for women. What are these? And then so if you watch, just watch the clip.
Let me move my life. Get out, Chris. Get the out of my house now. Get out. Get the out. Get out. I'm not going to stand here and look like a.
So we're trying to break down the door.
Yeah, I can see the doorknob moving.
And I feel like I had a stroke. I swear to God, I've been talking weird. Like my voice is all weird. I think I had a stroke. And what really sucks is he didn't even have the common courtesy to open the door and see if I was even okay.
Probably because she had a huge hammer in her hands, but I don't want to jump to conclusions.
I'm going to ruin your and when you fall asleep anytime, I'm going to come in the house and kill you. So, if she's manic, I believe that possibly is a possibility because people that are manic are just not there. They're not themselves.
What started today?
Same thing. She thinks about this girl. Her name was Marcia. 20 years ago, we had a thing with her, like a throuple thing, like 3 people. Okay, that ended anyway. You know, and she's dead now. This girl's dead. So that ended way a long time ago. So that's about 15 years ago it ended.
The person I've dedicated my whole entire life to and stayed faithful for and have done everything and been there for him and forgave him for cheating on me. I feel like I've been taken advantage of and I feel like I'm in the wrong again. He makes me look like I'm crazy.
So I thought after so many times we're talking about it, everything's going to end. It's not ending. So it's either the medication, it's not right, or she's really messed up in her head and I don't know it. So I don't know what to do.
That's the kind of respect I get for being dedicated to somebody and never doing anything wrong. Behind my back for 12 years, for him to get caught doing it, multiple times he got caught. And then his friend told me, well, he's cheating on you. And I'm, well, again, he's cheating on me again. It never stopped.
Now, I have been in abuse situations where I've been abused by women. From my mom, and I'll show you a video of my mom in a little bit. But I've been abused by 3 women, including your mom, Sean, including the girl that I was with after that. Now, these are different women, different ages, different nationalities, different parts of societies, different socio-economical levels. I've been to different countries, and I'm going to include another clip where, listen, there's no way. I'm a reasonable person, and I'm not a violent person. I don't have any violence. I've never been violent towards women, and I've been on the receiving end of it. So I'm using my anecdotal evidence, of course, yes. Is this my personal experience? Yes. But I'm seeing it match up so many times that it cannot be a coincidence. Now, I've told people about this, and they'll say, oh, well, you just pick bad women. How can I pick bad women on 3 continents? Now, I know the argument already. Well, what's the common denominator? It must be you, Bruno. Yeah, maybe it is me. But now that I've learned how to mitigate some of those things with women, I don't see that as often. But even just as last year, when I was in Nigeria, I came across another one. When I've tried to date women my age, they have become abusive towards me. And I have, the only videos I don't have, because listen, I videotape everything now in my life. My relationships, my interactions with my mother. I take videos of my life just in general. And I do that for a reason, Sean. I'm speaking to my son. I do that for a reason because I have been with your mom, Sean, with my ex-wife from my previous marriage back in my divorce in 2005, where I was falsely accused of domestic violence. If you notice that this woman, her story is not adding up. This man is trying to be so, he's not just going off like, she's crazy. No, you can tell the man loves his wife. He's trying to show concern, which is what I did in a previous relationship when my girl was going through menopause. I made every excuse for her. Even when the police came out when she called, I tried to and made every excuse for her, and then I was still placed in handcuffs every time, even though I wasn't being abusive. I was getting abused, and then I was getting arrested and handcuffed. I can't make this up. Sean, you're going to see this sooner or later. There's been so many men that have had the same experiences. She's not insane. She's not crazy. She's just someone who cannot regulate her emotions. There's no restraint on women. The women have the green light to just do whatever they want to men because they fear no consequence.
It never stopped. For 16 years, he continued to hurt me.
And so I was in there for about an hour before I even called you guys, or maybe even longer, just trying to let her wind down. But there was no winding down. But the thing is, I love her. She's my wife. 20 years. I just want her better. But I don't know how to go about it.
The officers found out everything they needed, and Chris's story matches the evidence. They will now take his wife to the police station for a detailed interrogation. Oh yeah, that safe we showed a little while ago, that's where Chris stored his weapons and hid the key, so Tamara couldn't get her hands on the weapons during one of her jealous episodes.
Now,
pissed. This
I
ain't
understand.
right.
Just listen
They
to me.
broke in my house.
Okay.
And then tackled me to the ground like some kind of goddamn criminal because he says that I'm crazy, like I'm some kind
Okay,
of
listen.
criminal or crazy
Just
person.
listen.
Like
Just
that
listen to me,
300-pound mother
Ju-
was in danger. Like I was crazy.
So,
Like I don't deserve this. I look like a goddamn fool in here over a man again. This is
The reason you're here is
because he made a fly.
for domestic violence by threats.
And I didn't
Okay.
even do anything wrong.
He was on the phone with dispatch on 911.
I didn't threaten him though. He wouldn't open the door or leave or even give me a comment. Like there's nothing. It's like I don't know. How do you do something to somebody and justify not even giving that person an explanation, not answering that person, just completely ignoring that person? Have a conversation with me. You don't have to act like a little kid and put your fingers in your ears. You don't have to threaten me with the police.
This man has been married to this woman for 20 years. How many times? He just told you that they had a threesome with a girl years before. The woman is dead now. So this woman has been dead for years, and this woman still keeps bringing it up. She even calls it cheating. Obviously, the guy, listen, I believe the guy, not because he's a guy, but I've had the threesome with the wife thing. I've done those types of things, and then the woman agrees to it, or it's the woman's idea. And then later on, women love to rewrite history. So I'm listening to this story, and I have the same exact situation where there was the idea of the woman, let's have a threesome, let's do this, and then later on the woman calls it cheating and that, and listen to her language. He just continued to hurt me. What are you talking about? So the guy should go, he's childish and putting his hands in his ears. Yeah, because he's tired of hearing about it.
If you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again, and get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
To give a good slap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Women will press and press and press. How many times can you just keep bringing up this? This is the old joke where the woman remembers the argument from 15 years ago and just won't let it go. And this is the situations that are, I think this is a normal, everyday occurrence between men and women. Listen, relationships are messy. They're not perfect. It's not what you see on TV. And as women age, I think when they go through menopausal changes and things like that, I think their brain takes a hit from all the emotions over the years. Men are able to regulate their emotions. They become stable as they get older. Their temperament evens out. Women's spike and go up and down. They become manic. They become we've trained a whole society to be narcissistic. Women have been entitled. They don't face the same consequences. Now, I just looked on AI, and I asked who goes to jail more often when they kill their spouse. Now, AI told me, if you believe woke AI, it says that women get longer prison sentences when they delete their spouse. Now, and I like, again, I'm not going to cite any studies. I don't know anything about it. I've never deleted anybody. No one's ever deleted me, obviously. But I can imagine that women have killed over jealousy, and I've known of cases where there was women that have lied in wait and shotgunned their husband to death over jealousy. Oh, he was cheating. That's not a death sentence. So, but when men probably, I'm guessing, that when men delete it's usually a spur of the moment, something happened, caught him cheating. There was a one, I don't know where the video is at, but there was one where a guy shot his wife because she had been cheating on him, and then he found out that she had just stole $120,000 of her life savings and gave it to her new boyfriend. and the guy in the spur of the moment killed her. Now, he only got 10 years. So I tend to believe the AI on this. I think that there probably are things that mitigating circumstances that cause women to get more time because they're usually doing something premeditated. They're usually doing it out of something so benign, not benign, but cheating. Yeah, I know it's a horrible thing for you to catch your spouse cheating, but you don't murder people over it. I kind of think AI is right. I think the women probably do get longer prison sentences for doing that. However, if there's a sentence or a prison sentence being given out to women and men that commit the same exact crime, on average, the men are getting now, the AI says 20%, 22% higher prison sentences for men versus women in the same crime. However, I think it's much higher than that because at one time, Sean, your mom and I was accused of the same crime. And then when they saw the evidence and the evidence came through, they still pinned it on me, but then they dropped her charges and gave her hardly no time. And they washed me up and sent me to jail. So, and it was for the exact same thing in the beginning. In fact, Sean, your mom was facing more charges than me, and she was looking at a life sentence, and then they dropped it and pinned it all on me because I'm the man. Sean, I'm not making this up.
You have some kind of power over me. I wasn't always the nicest to him, but to try and justify your actions by telling me that you cheated on me because I was mean to you?
You were heard on 911 threatening bodily harm to him, yes.
No.
That's what was
They
relayed
must
to
not have
us.
heard what the I said. I was screaming, and I was going crazy because I felt like I was having a stroke at the time, and for some reason my voice kept acting really weird, and I really did think I had a stroke, and I wanted him to come and actually check on me.
No, Chris did not come to check on Tamara, but she did end up facing charges for domestic violence, aggravated menacing, and resisting arrest.
Sean, this is what your mom did. And if I had video back then, I probably would have never went to jail. And listen, I'm the one that called 911 on your mom 2 times before I ever even got her. The third time, when the police came out, was when your mom had ran me over with a car. I know it seems like I've had a drama-filled life, but this was my awakening. And I've noticed this in women over and over and over and over again. So, again, people will make the argument, well, you're the common denominator. I've considered that, and I've looked deep within myself. I've asked myself, wait, am I crazy? Am I the one that, it just doesn't make any sense. And like I said, just the sheer amount of times this has happened with different women, different continents, different races, different nationalities, different areas of the United States. How is it possible? Now, I'm ex-military. I was raised by a single mom. I watched my mom abused me when I was a kid. So being abused by a woman becomes you feel like you have to take it. Like now I'm going to include a clip just before I start this next clip. Before I start the clip about the next woman that gets caught lying. So my mom, I moved out of the house when I was 16 because my mom pulled a knife on me for skipping school one day. And I was 16. I had to jump out the window. The neighbors saw her come out. She had the knife. She hid it. So my mom's not crazy. She hid the knife, come out, was pounding on my window of my car. I jumped in my car, rolled up the window. I was scared. I ended up leaving the house. I tore off across the lawn of the car because I was scared of my mom. And I had been on my own since I was 16. And a few years later after that, I ended up joining the military. So I want you to watch this clip of my mom. Now, pay attention in this video because I'm laughing a lot because I'm fucking uncomfortable. I was just returning from South America. She was coming to the airport in San Francisco. She took a wrong turn. She became so irate. She started beating the steering wheel. She was cussing me out, calling me motherfucker. Just look at my mom. And the way I cope with my mom was to laugh it out, to try to bring her down. This is how I treat women in my personal life, romantic life, and with my mom. I have to try to distract them, try to bring them down, try to calm them down. So even though I put this video up as because I thought it was funny, look at how angry my mom is. And I put the camera on her because I wanted her to calm down.
Get the hell out of here.
What happened, Mom? What happened? GPS, what's that? She'll make you curse, but she a blessing. So rip your shirt. Thanks, Mom, for coming to get me. You'll be coming back a second with your play. How old are you now, Mom?
All this to save you $100.
Well,
It's costing me that.
I'll
I'm so pissed.
You're so
You
pissed.
don't know how pissed I am.
Look how young you look. You're 75?
I'm not young.
So this just happened when you called us?
No, I've been trying to calm her down. She started drinking right away.
What'd she do first? Did she scratch you first? Did she bite you? What happened?
Yeah, first it starts off by throwing at me. And then she rushes me, tries to tackle me. Because I was just laying on the bed, just trying to stay calm, you know? And then that's when she comes out of nowhere and just jumps on me. And she's scratching me on my arms.
Dispatch mentioned something about a rock. Did she threaten you with a rock?
Yeah, she tried to break the window with a rock, and then she dropped one of my weights, probably about 30 pounder, and finally bashed the window in.
You were in the driver's seat and she threw it through the window?
Yeah.
Is it still in here? Jesus, man. She broke his guitar. They were fighting. He wouldn't have sex with her because she's on a period. He said no. So she started rushing him, scratched his back, bit his leg, and then grabbed his phone, took it away from him while he was calling 911.
Hey, just come out here and talk to us.
Before we meet Aurora, let's first summarize what happened that night. After her boyfriend refused sex because of her period, she bit him, scratched him, broke his guitar, threw a stone at him, broke his car window with a weight, and took his phone when he decided to call for help. The boyfriend claims that she is often aggressive and that he regularly suffers her violence. During the fight, Aurora got a bruise under her eye, and now she will use that as an excuse to shift all the blame onto her boyfriend.
All my life, I have been shown these pictures of women with black eyes and being battered, and how the police come out and they don't do anything. And that, so if you were to not hear this guy's story, if they had not had the 911 or 911 recording, if the guy's story had not matched up in every way, and listen, in this story, the guy's story matches up. Obviously, the man has to defend himself in some way. I have been in fights with other grown men. The last fight I was in was years and years ago, and I knocked the guy out. I got in the fight, I got lucky, I was able to punch the guy, and I knocked him out. So much power that it wouldn't just be a little bruise under the eye. Men would literally break bones. Had I hit a man or a woman the way I hit this man in the fight, when I got in the fight, and I was attacked, in jail, by the way, I was able to defend myself. But if I had hit a woman as hard, because listen, I'm pretty strong, and I knocked him out. If I had hit a woman like that, I probably would have crushed her orbital. And even if he did hit her, he's hitting her in self-defense. What are you supposed to do when someone's attacking you? I mean, you can only cover up and so far. And then, so can you imagine all these times? Listen, I now do not believe women. I just don't. You watch this video of this woman with a black eye, and she's going to try and turn around and try to play the victim. So when there was no videos back in the day, this is a story that's been, it's almost like an urban legend now. Urban legend level now, where there's this man that just comes and just smacks his wife around in the face because he didn't fix the pot pie at night, and these women are, well, I didn't do anything, I was just the pound, I don't know what happened. And that's the story that's been propagated and retold, and now it sits up in every man's mind. If I didn't know any better, if I was listening to this woman, I'd probably tend to believe her. She has a black eye. Oh, and I've been to domestic violence classes, and I can tell you that I met only one guy in all my domestic violence classes that actually said, yeah, I hit my wife. He crushed her orbital when he punched her. And it turned out that she was also being abusive towards him. They were two alcoholics. They were mutually combative, and they stayed together. And he was and even though she was attacking him, she never had to go to domestic violence classes. She never got any jail time. Only the man did. And it turned out that the women are, and they've done studies now, not the feminist studies, the real studies that I have not read because I'm not going to cite studies, but I can tell you, I believe that women are actually in relationships. Women are more abusive than men. Men, you only hear it at the cracking point. Whenever, maybe when a man does hit a woman, it's almost at the point where he's been pushed so far. Now, that doesn't excuse it. And I know people will argue, oh, that's no excuse to be violent towards women. But listen, well, if grown people aren't supposed to hit each other, what are women doing hitting men? Why is this woman attacking him like that? And then when he defends himself, then they want to
According to her, she is the victim, and he is the one harassing her.
All right, just sit right here. We have EMS. They're gonna come check out your hand. What happened to your hand?
I don't know. He fucking hurt me. He fucking punched me in the eye.
So what happened to your hand?
He fucking hit me. I was trying to defend myself. He fucking punched me in the eye.
Has your hand in your...
Listen to the fake crying. Listen closely to how she's faking crying.
The only place you're injured?
I don't know.
Did you lose consciousness when he punched you?
I don't know.
Just have a seat.
I need something to drink.
All right, I'll get you something to drink. Have a seat.
It's right there. This isn't even my phone. That's his phone. I don't know where he threw my phone.
Your phone's right here. Let me see. Can we get that phone?
No, it's mine.
You just said
for it.
That's his phone.
No, I paid for it. No, I paid for it. I'm not giving him a phone that I paid for.
But you just told me it's his phone.
He was using it while he was with me. If he's not going to be with me, he don't need it. I still am paying on that phone.
Okay, but that's...
Here's the part I've always heard in stories about domestic violence. There'll be the man being controlling, saying, oh, well, you know, he's going to control the money. Or can you imagine if a guy even tries to take a phone? Now, when your mom and I when I first called, and I was paying all the bills, and I discovered your mom had stolen $20,000 out of our accounts. So the first thing I did whenever I discovered that your mom was stealing money, I went and grabbed her phone. I took her phone because I found out she was sending money to your grandparents. Stealing money from us, Sean. I proved this in court. So I did take the phone because she's stealing our money. My mom immediately takes your mom's side. My mom, the abusive mom, comes over when I call for help because I try to call my family before I call the police. And the police came, they laughed at me, they give me dirty looks. Like, oh, you can't control your woman, and I said, listen, man, I just found out. Plus, she's making threats to me. I told the cops she was threatening me, but because I didn't have anything on tape, no recording, because I called before it got to. Your mom has destroyed the house. She's thrown dishes. She's thrown stuff at me, and I weathered through the storm. Called your uncle. Your uncle came over, witnessed it. Your mom had been violent towards me several times, and. Sean, this is why I'm telling you, this is what the big lie is that your mom has told you. Your mom has betrayed me as an abuser. It is your mom, Sean. No way am I the abuser, and then later on I get all these women abusing me. How is it that I'm an abuser, and then I get woman after woman after woman? It kind of this is where the common denominator is me. Because I grew up in an abusive home, I'm used to getting abused by women. I think in my twisted brain that this is somehow normal and acceptable. And because I'm so nice to women that I get this, they think they can just run all over me because I'm one of those guys raised by a single mom, super nice guy, super nice to everybody, and it backfires on me. I've changed now. Just in the last couple of years, but even after I changed, I still ran into, now in this video here, this is my personal video. This is just from 1 year ago after a 2-year relationship with this woman in Nigeria. Turns out now she's got mental problems for real. Like, from what I understand, her family tells me she's been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Which doesn't surprise me because I tried to tell their family, hey, something's wrong. She's acting crazy all of a sudden. And it turned out I was right. I even though I'm not a doctor, I have so much experience now. I just knew something was wrong, and I diagnosed her before she went to the hospital. And people go, well, you're not a doctor. You can't diagnose people. Yes, the fuck I can. I'm so right about so many things now that it's almost like I'm sick of being right about stuff.
Why are you recording me?
Why you hit me?
I'm hitting the phone, not you.
Now, this is me after I've been fed up. I'm asking her to leave. I say, listen, I want to end the relationship. I want you out of my hotel room. I'm visiting in this country. She immediately goes and hits me. Knocks the phone out of my hand. She hits me in the hand, but she was aiming for the phone, but hits my hand, knocks the phone out. Then she calls police. I don't have her calling police on recording, but the police ended up coming out. Thank God I showed them this video that I'm playing, and they removed her from my room. Had I not had that video, because she said that I was abusing her, and she also later claims I raped her, and anal rape, throat rape, all kind of rapes, because she knew that my ex had accused me of that, so she immediately accused. But of course, I showed the video to the cops already. The cops already came out and talked to me. They immediately started to see cops in other countries, especially in Nigeria. They don't play that feminism crap. The cops, at least the cops in these other videos, are doing an actual investigation because they have body cams now. They're probably more prone to look at both sides, maybe, I think, because so many women now have been caught. So many more women on video are getting caught lying.
Don't put that light on my face.
Okay, well.
You're very stupid.
Okay, then why?
Why are you recording me?
Why you hit me?
I'm hitting the phone, not you.
You hit me.
I didn't hit you. I hit the phone.
Yeah, you hit.
Why are you recording me? Why are you recording me? Are you trying to offend me sexually? Why are you recording me? Take that phone away from my face.
No, because you're fucking.
Take that phone away from my face.
No, why can't you just leave?
Why would I leave? The police are coming.
For what?
To question you.
For what?
You told the authorities you're coming to Nigeria to spend 30 days with me. Don't record me.
Don't hit me again.
Don't record me.
Don't hit me again.
Do not record me.
Then don't hit me again.
Put that phone away from my face.
Then don't hit me again.
Who hit you? I
You
hit
did.
the phone. I didn't hit you.
You just hit me.
No, I hit the phone because you had
just
the light on my face.
You just hit me.
Put the phone away.
No.
You criminal.
I'm not putting the phone away because you're acting all fucking crazy.
You stupid criminal. The police are coming to question you. You're going to tell them exactly why you lied at the immigration office.
I didn't lie at the immigration office.
Why did you lie to them? You lied to them.
How did I lie?
Yes, you told them you're coming to spend 30 days with Winifred. They asked you who invited you to Nigeria.
And
I
told you, don't threaten me with police if I didn't do anything wrong. You did.
Who threatened you with the police?
You did yesterday. You threatened me with the police yesterday.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said you're going to call the police if I ask you to leave. No, I'm not putting it off.
Why are you recording it?
Because I need to have this proof when the police come.
Proof of what?
Because you're fucking hitting me now.
It's your phone though, right? Correct? This one?
Right.
Why do you have his phone then?
Because I pay for everything here. I pay for everything here. He's not even a f***ing man to be even paying for shit here.
How did all this start, Aurora?
Ask him.
He told me. I don't want to get your side though.
Well, then go with it.
Your demeanor changed really, really quick after getting that water. Trying to help everybody out and figure out what's going on, okay? Because apparently this is not new to both of you.
No, it isn't.
Right?
But he's the one that keeps on coming back. I don't f***ing go to him. He f***ing comes here.
Well, why do you let him back?
Because I think he's gonna change and he does it. Then he turns into even worse. And look what he does to me. Everything he f***ing does to me. He tries to play the f***ing innocent one here. And he's not. He came out here.
Into the absolute projection. She's accusing him of exactly what she has done. This is it's so triggering to watch these videos because I've been in this situation where the woman just does not take any responsibility, just lie. I cannot. It's almost unbelievable the level of denial and the level of listen how she's now. This woman is extremely ugly. Excuse me. But my point is that she's not able to schmooze the cops because she's not beautiful. My ex-wife and women I've dated have been beautiful. Maybe not the last one, but that was a bad video of her. But they're attractive. Sean, your mom is attractive. And when the cops came and she turned on the waterworks, oh, the guys were just all over that. She was young, and I was immediately demonized. Nothing, even though I had evidence, even though I proved my case and the cops were called on my case, they kept the charges going because I'm the man. And I couldn't prove my innocence. If you cannot prove your innocence, see this guy's story, the cops came out, they saw what was done, you see his demeanor, and then you watch the woman lying to not taking response. You know, this is a clear-cut case. But not every case is clear-cut. And sometimes it's just word against word. But when it's just down to word against word, the man is fucked.
Sitting here.
Okay.
And I was drinking, and he got pissed off, and he started talking shit to me, and then started hitting me.
What did he get pissed off about?
Because I was drinking.
Nothing else? There's no other reason besides the drinking? Did he want to have intercourse tonight with you?
Have you been drinking? No. She wanted to have sex. I didn't want to have sex because she said she was on a period. She just started calling me, saying that I'm worthless and she could get it anywhere else and blah blah blah. I need you to step out of the...
I'm not stepping outside.
Listen to me. Hold on.
I'm not stepping outside.
Listen to me. We are most likely getting a search warrant for the residence.
You go right ahead.
Okay, so I need you to get out.
I'm not going to get out. Not until you have a warrant out for my arrest or whatever the fuck you need. But I am not leaving my premises right here.
Okay.
I'm not leaving it.
Aurora, you need to listen to me. If you do not leave, what you are doing is you're obstructing me.
I don't give a shit.
The investigation.
I don't give a shit.
And
I
that
don't
is the
give
way
a
that you
shit.
should be put in jail.
I don't give a
I
shit.
told you 2 minutes ago, it's in your best interest to cooperate with us. We're just in an investigation stage, okay?
If you pull me out of here, I will get a fucking lawyer and sue your guys' ass.
Go ahead
and I'll
do that.
get my parents over here.
I want you to know right now, we are giving you optimal opportunity.
I don't give a shit what you're trying to do. Let me get my parent over here.
Aren't you an adult?
For they can witness. Mom!
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
Can you come to the trailer, please? Come to the RV. I don't want these motherfuckers to arrest me.
How did the van have a broken window now?
Because I was sitting in the van, and he went over there and tried to get me out. I ended up going out the passenger seat when I heard the, crashing sound of the window.
Aurora claims that her boyfriend did literally everything he accuses her of, but her story isn't consistent and doesn't match the evidence and facts. Unlike her boyfriend's story, she's also uncooperative with the police and has sudden mood swings. It all seems as if she's simply frustrated because the police are suspicious of her lies. The police need to look for more evidence, but Aurora is obstructing them because she doesn't want to leave the area, so they will now arrest her. Try to guess whether the arrest will go smoothly or not.
Now, if you notice, she said her finger is bruised from the last time you hit her. People don't get bruises on their finger from being hit. They get bruises on their fingers from hitting people. This is the level of desperation in this woman to try and say that somehow she was hit on her finger.
Come on, Aurora.
I'm not getting up. Mom! Mom! Mom!
Come on.
Here's the last video. So I put this in other videos, and I have more, and I actually have one where I actually have a bump on my head where this is my last girlfriend, 11 years. She ended up saying she's scared of me. She got the neighbors to call the police. Police come out. Even though I have this video, they refused to look at the video. They ended up kicking me out of the house in the middle of the night. They let me get my stuff in my car, and then I lost all my property. They wouldn't, I was homeless. I couldn't go anywhere. I was on probation for the thing with your mom, Sean. So that was 2 women in a row that told police I'm scared of them, and this lied to police, and then I ended up being homeless. And then after that, I was done. And then I met the woman from Nigeria, had a 2-year relationship. And then when I tried to break up that, you just saw the video. So this has got to be happening to more than just me. And I see it over and over again on YouTube. So, again, Sean, I don't have video of your mom, but had I had video back then, I'm telling you, you would see a different side to what's going on. So, and this was an 11-year relationship. This woman became abusive towards me. She's the Filipino girl. She ended up slapping me. She was just ridiculous.
What you gonna try to do now? You're gonna video yourself?
Yeah, because I want
Okay, video yourself then.
Then I want you to admit what you just did with the door.
No, I just opened the door. You're blocking it.
You are lying.
I'm not lying.
Okay, she just nearly cracked my head open by kicking the door in when I was near the door, and you knew.
If there was something blocking the door.
Then why are you lying right now,
I'm not lying.
Richie?
You know what? I'm not talking. Go ahead, video me or whatever. I'm not talking.
You just fucking knocked me out with the door. Why did you have to kick it like that? And I didn't put the TV there. You did. I was trying to move the TV, and then you kicked the door in. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's about the hardest I've ever been hitting heads.
You're recording me without my knowledge.
You're being recorded.
Yeah, I'm being recorded. Yeah. Go ahead.
You're gonna keep doing this every fucking day?
I'm gonna keep doing this every fucking day.
So you're worried about who I'm talking to on the phone, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not leaving.
Nope, you're leaving.
Nope, not leaving.